All right, everybody, just when you thought we weren't going to be posting any more content, here we are posting more content. Look, man, we only get this type of vibe in the summer once every not so often, right? So we got to enjoy it. We got to grind it out. And I appreciate all you guys showing love in the streams on recently and on the channel, the videos, all that. God bless you all. Tonight, what we're going to be doing is just kind of like a little bit of a review of match week 1, going through it, talking about it, getting something documented. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I would ask, I think at times you can get kind of like, not saying people watch the video could get toxic, like, hey, how could he think that? But just keep that understanding. Like, let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys have felt have been the most impressive and why? I guess overall, we'll start with who has been the best. I felt like Germany were overall looking to be the strongest team. They look like they have the most understanding of a game plan. Now, obviously, people argue that Scotland is extremely weak, which is true, and they had that red card, which is also true. But I thought Germany did pretty well even before all of that. I mean, it just looked crazy. And, obviously, to be the home nation to come out that strong, it was impressive for me. I thought Spain was good, but I think people are looking past, yes, Spain are very good. They looked good, and they are one of the best teams in the tournament for sure from what we've seen. We've seen teams like Portugal and England that, yeah, they got results, but, like, were they convincing? Is the talent pool insane, but do they play great together? I don't know. So there's still question marks with Portugal and England, who were more favored in this tournament. At least England was more than Germany and Spain, and Portugal, I think, were between Germany and Spain for odds favorites. I think Germany and Spain were 3-4. No, Portugal was 4, maybe. I don't know, but so you've got those questions, right? And then you've got France, who won 1-0, but now Mbappe's got this question mark around him. And what's going to happen with them? They looked really solid. I thought Austria were crazy with press, and France did really well. I thought defensively France looked crazy. Attacking wise, probably some question marks there too. So we're going to kind of go through. We're going to talk a little bit about what people are saying in the comments down below my Twitter that I put out and asked what people thought. And then we're also going to be going through in this video and kind of talking about a best 11 and flops. I have kind of 2 screenshots I put together, but I'm going to talk about the screenshots and a couple players that didn't make it and kind of just my thoughts through everything. So let me know what you guys think about, those thoughts and all that. So yeah, I said Germany. A lot of people here are saying Germany and Spain, which I think is the popular one. Those 2 teams look like they have the most connected in-form understanding. Spain, I thought, looked a little sus in the second half, but again, we haven't seen Germany tested. This video is going to be funny, too, because Germany's playing Hungary tomorrow. And by the time you see this video, there may also be something that we already want to change. But we're just talking about match week 1, what we thought was the most impressive. It's going to be a good one tomorrow. Watch out for Germany-Hungary. Germany have, I think, drew against them and lost them. So I'm predicting Germany to win 2-1. But yeah, I think also like another team to mention here that's been really impressive. I thought Turkey was really impressive today. I actually really like the way they played. They're a super attacking team. They've got all the fans behind them. So pretty much everybody that I said here is saying Germany and Spain. Like everyone. Tahila says Portugal showed true resilience to come back. They're easily the best team for me. Zero bias. We know the bias there. But yeah, Spain pretty much in Germany. And we've obviously got, the USA shout. So looking through it after the first week, we've got Germany and Switzerland topping the group. In that group, Spain and Italy leading that group. It's going to be tough for Croatia now, right? Because obviously they've got to now beat basically Albania tomorrow, which is a huge game for the group. And then they're going to have to go through and you get a result against Italy. You got England and Denmark. England and Denmark are going to be facing off against each other, I think, on Thursday, which should be interesting for that group. Obviously, England needs to continue to get results. Netherlands and France, huge result for Netherlands to get that win, in my opinion, against Poland. Very clutch. Austria obviously still look very up for it. But that group is going to be a battle within itself. Then you got Romania pulling off the huge win against Ukraine, which they looked fantastic, scored 3 crazy goals. Slovakia with the upset against Belgium, which now Belgium are facing potentially for back-to-back tournaments getting grouped. Belgium got grouped at the World Cup in Qatar, from what I remember, and finished 3rd place. So again, they are facing that now. A lot of pressure on Belgium. And then Turkey, probably the most impressive team I've seen in this group. Portugal found a way, though, with resilience, which was impressive. Probably could have been 3-1, to be honest, if Ronaldo was onside on that play. So best third-place teams as is right now. We don't need to go all the way there. But, yeah, I think Germany or Spain is definitely the strong take. FootMob's ratings team of the week has Havertz as an 8.5 as the striker there. And then that's kind of the team they have. They have Gakpo in there, Bastoni, Eriksson. I've created a team with not many of those players in it, so that'll be interesting to see. Well, a couple of the players. 2 Turkish players, a Swiss player, and Bastoni in the back. So that's their... look, I would be careful with the ratings because even from watching today's game, There's been ratings of players throughout this tournament. Don't look into the football ratings, guys. You got to watch the games because, man, it's crazy to see how these ratings get compiled. And then, you're watching the game and you're like, dude, this guy was the worst player on the pitch. So let's see what I have here. So this is the best 11, and I'm going to talk about because there's a couple players here that I haven't included. Now, first of all, the toughest part here was that I didn't feel like there was any striker overall, maybe that I was like, hey, I want to put in this team. So Yamal may be a little bit forced into this team, but I just think I was so impressed overall with that Spain win and what he was able to produce for them up top. Fabian, for me, was a must in this team. We have 3 Spanish players and 1 German player, which as is doesn't make sense. So yeah, probably Havertz should be in this team, or you could even argue Füllkrug, maybe one of the German strikers, if there was going to be a striker, should be in this team. But I just want to go with Yamal. I'm not really going with traditional formations for this guy. That's why you can see I've got 3. What am I rocking here? I'm rocking a 3-3. Dude, I've got a 3-3-3-1, which obviously that's like a middle school formation, but Arda Güler to me, man. Oh my God, I am sold on him. I think he is the real deal. It's going to be, it's scary time in Madrid. As good as Rodrigo has been, this kid is so legit. If he's not able to break through with playing time there in this next year with like starting, because every time he's even played at Madrid in the recent few games, he's contributed scoring or assisting. I thought Man on Romania was out of this world this week, so he's made my team. It was tough for me because honestly, like I didn't feel like this week we had a couple good defensive performances, but I didn't feel like we had the craziest defenders this week. So I threw in Saliba because when I was watching that game, I just felt like Saliba was a god. Bastoni, obviously, with the goal. Italy with a good result. I mean, there's going to be defenders missing. So, again, let me know who you guys would have there defensively that I've missed out on. And then I had Theo Hernandez because I was just so impressed with Theo Hernandez on that side with Mbappe. I thought Theo Hernandez was, like, flying the whole game. Simon, for me, was the hands-down best goalkeeper this week. Obviously, I'm understanding that me having Saliba and Theo, you guys might have other players. I think Bastoni would be in most people's. I think Simon would be in most people's. Conte looked like he was back in his prime again. So I've got him in here because I was like, dude, what did I just watch from Conte? Crazy. Eriksen in there. Dude, the fact that what happened to Eriksen and now him doing this and Denmark, getting that, I don't know, man. For me, like, even though I know they got the draw there in that group, I just think Eriksen, for me, great performance. The one question mark I had with this team when I'm looking at it, right? Because you look at my team, you can't deny that Yamal has played amazing. Arda Güler has been playing amazing, obviously, and played amazing. Musiala was out of this world in that game, man of the match as well. Man was insane. The one question mark I have with this team, I can't pronounce his name. Lobotomy, I call him. He was crazy. He was a different level. So should I have him over Eriksen? Maybe, or even one of the defenders and just go with some crazy lineup? Because I thought he was insane watching that game. Oh my God, he was crazy. So these were the 11 players that I thought were great watching this week, who I enjoyed. Fabian Ruiz, by the way, just, oh my God, that was crazy. And by the way, maybe I got to stop hating on PSG because Fabian Ruiz and Vitinha were 2 of the best midfielders this week. Vitinha was sensational today. He was so good too. So I know that obviously when you build a best 11 for the week, you're going to miss out on some players. We're going to go to the flop 11. Okay, now I'm missing a player here, and I'm already forgetting who I wanted to talk about today. Okay, I remember now. So Lunin, for me, brutal. Konoplyanka, brutal. We don't need to talk about it. I put both of those center backs because they both, I believe, had own goals. I thought the Czech Republic mistakes today were terrible. Doku, Foden, I think that's the worst game I've seen Phil Foden play. I know they got the result, and I heard on some radio that people were saying Foden was playing well. I don't know what game they watched, man. I thought Foden was terrible. You can't be the Premier League player of the year and play that bad. It was just brutal, man. I know he's out of position, too. Like, people are going to make that argument, and I love Phil Foden. I've actually met him. I've played FIFA with this guy. But, man, I just thought it was not a good performance. Bernardo pissed me off so many times watching this game today. Pissed me off. I thought Trossard and Doku offered nothing for Belgium. I saw them consistently. Doku just going to the byline, doing nothing, and Trossard making bad passes and losing the ball. Mudryk, I was disappointed with this week. I mean, this guy needs to be held to the actual price tag standards that some of these other players are held to. I mean, dude, this guy is one of the most expensive signings in football. I don't know, man. It's just like you can tell the talent is there, but the IQ at times with him. And then Lukaku, obviously. I love Lukaku. I've got his jersey signed over there. I mean, it just wasn't happening for him. And do I think he was the worst player in this team? Do I think he was unlucky? I do. I don't think the first thing, and I think the second thing. I do think he was unlucky. But again, Belgium, the result would have been differently, if he could hold his runs better. Now, you can notice there's only 10 players in this team. The reason for that, I probably want to include another Portuguese player. I don't know if it's Bruno. I don't know if it's Nuno. I don't know if it's Ronaldo. And I know it's crazy to have a flop 11 and you've got potentially 2 Portugal players in that. But for the talent on Portugal today, I was so disappointed. I thought Czech Republic offered them nothing. They parked the bus the whole game, which, look, I play football. I've played a lot. I'm still playing. I understand. I have a league. We play a team every week that plays Park the Bus. And, dude, it's the worst week because we know they're not good, but they tactically are so sound with that. And so I understand that people from Portugal may argue, like, hey, I hear it. I understand what you're talking about, but still, I was so disappointed today, not even in just them struggling, and they still won, but like between Ronaldo, Bruno, Nuno Mendes, I just, at times, man, the link up, the amount of times Cristiano Ronaldo today was offside, so disappointing, and I love Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes at times, like, just launching the ball. Now, he did have a good shot, but like him and Bernardo were struggling so much to link passes, and I know that Nuno at some point, I believe in the second half, created something to get the goal, but like the amount of times Nuno was not picking out players today was so disappointing to watch. So I don't know. I don't know who you guys think out of those 3, but I think one of those 3, Ronaldo, Bruno, or Nuno, maybe could be in there too. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. So let me know who you guys have in your flop 11. Don't let me know how much you hate my flop 11, or let me know that too, but let me know who you guys also have in your flop 11. Obviously, we're going to miss out on including some players. I thought Gakpo was really good this week. Chiesa was really good. I don't want to discount these guys who got incredible man of the matches. Jude Bellingham was incredible this week. I just think for what positions I was going with and stuff, I thought I wanted to include Yamal. I had to have Arda. I had to have Musiala. And then obviously I had to have Man. So I didn't want to, I don't know. Maybe I got to rework it. But yeah, Conte man of the match, Vitinha man of the match today. And yeah, that's going to be the match week 1 check-in. So next week starts tomorrow. It's going to be very interesting. And we'll continue to post on the channel all the time. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys have? Who's in your worst 11, best 11? Or even just a couple players you guys thought played really well, underrated, played better than you expected. And yeah, I think team I was most impressed with this week was Turkey. Turkey and Romania really surprised me a lot. But I thought even Germany I would put in there. Germany really surprised me. I know Germany likes to keep the ball out, but man, the way they were efficient with the ball, we got to see how they do against Hungary tomorrow. See you then, boys. Peace.